Okay, welcome back everyone. This is Erik Malkavian, and I am among the pillars of eternity at Karen Scar. Let's continue after the Eyeless ones. Okay, as I said,
as you wish.
I'm gonna run back and grab some supplies because I'm nearly dead. Okay. There are some huts up here. For now, I'm going to ignore it. I can't go this way, okay. Okay, we'll grab some supplies. Uh-oh. Court is waiting for me. Okay. Someone needs an escort. Okay, great. Okay, here we are. Okay, here we go. Make your way to the fragment. Get to the crystal at the bottom of Iota Brasser. Wow.
I'll see what I can find.
It's beautiful. Here's Andra. Hair of Andra, right. Columns of water rise up from the pool in front of you, shifting and writhing, whipping air around them in a vortex. Lore 2. These can only be Andra's hair, appearing for you at a fraction of the size typically reported by mariners, unfortunate enough to encounter them on the high seas.
You have done well to have come so far. I confess I was not certain you would make it.
Thank you, Lady Andra.
But I do not wish to give false hope. The greater challenge remains in front of you.
I am ready.
Running through the core of this rock is a large growth of crystal. You will know it when you see it. A blow to the crystal would reverberate through the walls of this place. Strike it enough and the entire structure would crumble. The Eyeless would be buried. Of course, it would take a person years to cause enough damage.
But not with the help of the Eyeless.
Then you know what must be done. Strike the crystal with Obidon's hammer. The Eyeless will wake and come to its call. Join in striking the crystal. They will cluster together and bury themselves. I have realized it is best that they should be ended, for within each of them is a small piece of Obidon himself. Upon their deaths, those fragments and the memories they contain will be safely dispersed.
Okay.
I had not considered the dangers of allowing them to persist, until a watcher appeared at my abbey.
What aren't you telling me?
A single strike upon the crystal will not be enough. The Eyeless respond only as long as the hammer rings. You will need to remain until their work is complete, wielding the hammer until the walls come crumbling down.
Do you mean for me to die here?
Your sacrifice will be mourned, but your fate is already sealed. The Eyeless cannot be reasoned with or fled from. One day not far from now, they would kill you and level the Deerwood. You have seen what they will do. This is the way you can stop them. And the truth is that you are marked by the Eyeless for a reason. It would be better for all if the things you have seen were forgotten.
Crushing's a bad way to go. Maybe we should just hang ourselves.
A clean slate for us and the world. Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Sorry, guys. The watery columns drop all at once back into the pool, sending up a small splash. The pool settles, and looking down into it, you see only the faces of you and your companions, alone and condemned. Ah, drats. I'm sorry, guys. I've condemned us to certain death. Oh, crap. Real quick, right? Okay, so there's a crystal here. I didn't expect one of those eyeless guys to be here. Okay. Let's continue.
I'm ready. Lead the way.
Hey.
What?
How may I help?
What is it?
Ready to go.
As you wish.
Alright. Get to the crystal at the bottom of Aeoni Brather. It's a large crystal that runs through the core of Aeoni Brather. Need to reach it and strike it with Abaddon's hammer. Should bring the entire cavern down. Likely share their fate. It ends today. The utter madness. It ends today. It ends today. The utter madness. Gonna knock your bones loose. Get in there and start racking them. She's stuck or what? Come on, Pelagina. Wow, that's not good. Okay, let's see what's going on here. 5 slash damage. Hayloft is doing more damage. Press slash. How long is he out for? Another 8 seconds. One of these blows ought to get him. Yeah, there you go. And eventually here, should have destroyed him with that destroyed vessel. It's rather disappointing, guys.
Of course. Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
like to get them both. I guess that's close enough. It really is. It ends today. The utter madness. It does end today. Before we have Edgar do that. It ends today. The utter madness. Uh-oh, he drop-kicked him. No, he didn't. Alright, great. All these things just casting spells on us, but what are they susceptible to? They're really susceptible to I can't throw it that far, darn it. Damn, she got drop kicked. Need something to bring her around. She's knocked flat. Because it ends today. The utter madness will end today. Down. It ends today. The utter madness. Oh, good, she's up. Okay. Duty calls, Palagina. Let's go. Ouch. Oh no, you're kidding. What an oversight that was. Okay, so he's in place. Okay. Alright, she's better. What the hell happened? She slipped? She got knocked flat again. Oh, okay, I know what happened. It ends today. The utter madness. Down. 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 On it into the earth. He drop kicked me. Some bitch kicked my head off nearly.
I'm ready.
That's no
We'll
break.
knock your bones loose. That made him. That did him.
Of course.
Their flesh. Curse of the animancy. Okay, let's continue.
Keeping an eye out.
Let's keep it together, people. Okay, judging by the claw marks and scales around the edge of this pool, you believe it is regularly used by Laguef. You see something shimmering in the depths of the frigid, murky water. Okay, 1 second. I want to check each of our athletics. Alright. Mine is 7, 6, 6, 10, 10, and 10. Poor mechanics. A little better mechanics. Poor stealth. Decent stuff. Decent survival. Survival. Damage reduction. Yes. Let's sending them Aramua. Maneha dives in and immediately feels the cold bite of the water. Water is calm, but a person with a weak constitution will suffer greatly if submerged for more than a few moments. Oh. Right. Maneha shrugs off the intense cold and dives towards the light, glinting in the murky depths of the ice cave. Oh, as Maneha quickly recovers the cast Lagoef treasures, including a variety of coins and a set of surprisingly well-preserved plate grooves. Oh, that'll look nice, as she thinks that. Unfortunately, the disturbance of the horde was observed by a pack of Lagoefs that are swimming over to investigate. Hiding from the Lagoefs will be difficult, but attempting to outswim them would require phenomenal athletic ability. Oh god, she's got to have legs. That's what I put her in here for. You launch yourself off the bottom. She does. Fortunately, not strong on the swimmers. Escape a man determined to laugh. Couldn't catch with you. Claw at your hands. You barely managed to crawl up with the mangled limbs still attached. Ah, crap! Moments later, furious laughter erupt from the pool. Oh, you little son of a bitches! Hold it a second. What the hell? No one gets to kill my people but me. Oh, it makes me bleed my own blood. You son of a bitches. Alright. We need protection against imprisonment. Yeah, definitely need this. Get some skin on you, brother. Alright, knock him flat, Erik. Flat. Clever switch to justice. Since it's justice. Oh crap. It gave me all the damage. I didn't go swimming, Maneha did. Why is she all beat up? Oh. What the hell? Okay. I suffered extensive damage there. That sucked. Nice work, Erik. Blew him to bits. Alright, get on her, Erik. Knock her flat. Alright, Aloft, we need one of these. Right now. Okay, let's increase our defense. Lock that fool up. It ends today. The utter madness. Oh, it's kind of ineffective, though. It ends today. The utter madness. Alright. That will do a little bit more damage. Where am I? What's going on? I could have sworn I was casting that. Okay, very nice. That piercing burst like to destroy them. One more ought to do them right. Maybe we don't need it. Follow up on his fool, Pelagina. It ends today. The utter madness. Want to cast this or what? Knock his bones loose.
Well, mow it.
Damn. There's nothing left of them. Who's left? Son of a bitch.
That's it.
Damn. I forgot about that, Maneha. I knew I should have hid. Damn, I lost all that
Yep.
damn treasure. Darn it. I know I did. Got greedy. Yep. Got greedy. That's kind of a rip-off. I'm gonna have to take a break, man. Darn it, I'm beat up. Splitting my legs, arm, knee. Someone do some extensive healing. Alrighty.
I'll see what's ahead.
Uh-oh. It ends today. The utter madness.
I'm ready.
Die already. Ah! Good Lord, it stabbed her. It ends today. The utter madness. Sorry about
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Here we are.
There's the crystal. I don't suppose Andra could have put it on top of the moon?
No need to sneak anymore. Alright, here we go. A ridge overlooks a broad chamber, half flooded with lake water. You could crawl down this way, but it looks too steep and slick to climb back up. If there's any other way. I didn't see another way.
Keeping an eye out.
This might be a point of no return. Boy. Guess not. Oh shit. Excuse me. What the hell? Oh shoot! Oh, that was a really dirty trick. That was a really dirty trick. That's really dirty. What the hell? That's really dirty. That's a really mean trick. Oh, man. All right. All right. Well, you're the first man up. That's really mean. Look, he's got this grin on its face. Am I even going to get close to hitting this thing? Okay, no use crying about it. Yeah, damn it. I hate these things. Let's switch to justice. Because, I might be able to, I can dragon leap her in there. Dragon flight. Alright.
This.
Yeah. Well, you got your wish. Land right on the damn thing's head. Oh, man. Well, I can't remember what happened last time. Well, last time, let's see. Very impressive, man. Yeah. Okay, what do we got? I'm supposed to call single scale, single dragon. Oh, I don't think our RGB is gonna be able to swim in this. So what to do? That might be a good idea.
This is why.
No. Okay. Let's see. What the? Who's that? Oh, these damn tentacles. Okay, it came closer. Fire should work really well on this thing. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, fire should work really well. I can't throw a fireball that far.
Follower of Andra.
Okay, good move. All right, let's keep working it. Now, let's let's keep pumping up the fires. Let's keep pumping up the fighters. Who's that? Alof. And all right. Okay.
Affect worth and rough.
Run. How'd I do you? Huh? I got more where that came from. Kid, I do. I got more where that came from. Playing fire. I got playing fire for you, babe.
Leads.
You knock your face off? All on top of you! Been a deep pain.
Lava will be on sea.
Ha ha! Feel it. You'll know the pain soon. I'll be damn near dead. All the pain I'm bringing it. All the pain I'm bringing it. It ends today. The utter madness. Feel the fire, baby. Let it burn.
Come on, Paladin. One shot.
Ha ha! Let it burn, baby. Ha 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 ha. It can't be comprehended. Ha 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 ha.
Uh-huh.
Okay, turns. Oh. Damn, Maneha, what happened? You're floating too? It ends today. The utter madness. It's one down. That's 2 down. Give me a hand, Pelagina.
I'm
He's trying to use old tricks. And he's down. Listen to that music. What a victory. Roar! Woo! Whew, okay. Let's rest up. Okay, we're all rested up here.
As you wish.
Any other way out here? An enormous crystal juts from the wall, like a spearhead protruding from a wound. An army of reflections stare back at you from the crystal's perfect facets. It echoes the sound of your footsteps in a soft, ringing hum.
Let me do this. I've spent so long regretting my choices. It would be good to balance the scales.
Someone will have to take up Abaddon's hammer and strike the crystal, and Andra warned that whoever does so will be buried in this place with the eyeless. Whom do you choose? Let me step back and consider this. Alright, so Maneha is volunteering.
Uh-huh.
Let me take her items. Thank you, Maneha. Leave her armor. That's her armor. Are you sure about this, Maneha?
Uh-huh.
How have you been doing since the salt well? Well, knowing that I'm going to live with my memories the rest of this life and possibly next. Part of what rankled before was trying to escape and hitting one dead end after another. She crosses her arms and nods to herself. Or worse, feeling like my suffering had no purpose, like it was just some accident of God. She pauses, running her fingers around a gold cufflink on her arm. Can't say that believing in a reason dulls the memory, but it's given me the strength to face it. She smiles and puts a hand on your shoulder. Point is, you don't need to worry about me, Evilar. I'm in good company, and that's enough for me. She gives Pelagina a shot. Sly grin. Tell me more about yourself. Where did it begin? Spent almost 10 years, right? You were a mercenary after that. Fought with pirates, right? And you did a short stint. And we talked about all these lands. What was Evilar like again? Grand, a skirmish every day and a feast at another Comite or Marquisil's keep every night. Those were good, carefree days. Tell me about the Deadfire Archipelago. Dangerous. You got pirates and sea monsters, and don't even get me started on the merchants. I had a good run there, but I got tired of trying to keep track of who had a knife pointing at my back. What about your experiences in the White that wins? Short. That place is too cold for anything but leaving. Curious about the living lands. She laughs. Most folks are. Even after 10 years there. Feels like I just saw the edges of the place. You can start the day in the desert and find yourself in the middle of a jungle by nightfall. Everything there is just a little bit wilder there. Just goes for the folks as well. It's the creatures. Part of me misses it still, but you wake up every day knowing it might be your last. I stayed lucky longer than anyone has a right to expect. Alright, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you for your sacrifice, Maneha.
As you wish.
Alright. Enormous crystal juts from the wall, right?
Let me do this. I've spent so long regretting my choices. It would be good to balance the scales.
Okay, so Maneha has volunteered. Thank you again. All is silent as you approach Maneha.
When I became a gift bearer, I never figured it'd be my own corpse I left in Andra's depths. Still, it'll be good to do something I don't regret.
Maneha hefts the hammer, swings it at the crystal. A perfect, clear tone rings through the air and resonates through your teeth. Seconds later, ripples shiver through the water. Something big is coming. Maneha lifts the hammer again, gives you a final nod. You scramble out of the flooded cavern and flee through the tunnels. Maneha continues hammering at the crystal, each strike magnifying the last. The echoes build into physical tremors. Meanwhile, a heavier rhythm of footsteps, dozens of them. You round a corner only to see a line of eyeless advancing. Creatures stagger to the rhythm of the hammer thuds below you, yet they crane their necks toward you, ratcheting back their piston arms. Cast Ringleader. Consider who cast it. I will. A pocket of eyeless near the middle of the procession roar and turn their neighbors. Chaos ripples down the line as the eyeless turns toward the commotion. And let's dodge. You sprint past the distracted monsters. Fortunately, the creatures are too focused on the hammering to give chase. They continue towards the cavern. Maneha continues a steady tempo on the crystal. Eyeless gather in the cavern, where they batter the walls in time with their hammers' rhythmic blows. The ground shakes. Falling rocks and shattering crystals splash to the ground. Flee through the dark, rumbling corridors. More spellbound eyeless shamble along, but they're too entranced by the swelling cadence to take more than an idle swipe at you. The tunnel narrows. Light filters through ahead. The exit must be around the next bend. But it's clogged with rubble. Meanwhile, the ground drops several feet at once, and the tunnel begins rolling on its axis. Whoa, look out! The distant sound of rushing water echoes from the cavern. Lever the rubble with the pry bar. It must be a weak spot, but it'll take a practiced eye to find it. Who will clear it away? I will. I can see. Notice a loose boulder and wedge the pry bar beneath it. A gentle nudge knocks it loose and sends the rubble rolling away. The moon shudders again. You escape onto the ice just as another thunderous crash sounds from below. Eyeless continue pouring into the cavern. From every visible tunnel and crevice, Maneha's ears ring at the ever-growing cacophony of smashing rock and shattering crystal. Meanwhile, the water level is rising. A skull-splitting crack rends the air, and a surge of water knocks Maneha from her feet. The entire cavern rotates, plunging Maneha into a freezing soup of jagged metal, torn flesh, and stone. Dash across the lake. The ice squeals and crackles, rocking dangerously under my foot. The sinking moon groans, long fissures race across the ice. Let's use Kalikos. And Alof will cast Kalikos' freezing rake to hold it together. A spectral hand sweeps the ice in front of Alof. The ice sheet nicks back together, holding just long enough for a safe crossing. Well done, Alof. At last you reach the safety of the shore. In the middle of the lake, only a tip of the moon is visible above the ice. You watch in silence as it sinks into the depths. Thank you, Maneha. You stand at the edge of the lake. The bobbing of the ice and the rippling of the water's surface slows until you're looking at a moment frozen in time. When the world begins moving once more, it moves in reverse. The surface of the water churns and roils like it's about to spew something up. And it does. The fragment of Aeone Brother rises unbroken. Ice reforms across the surface of the lake, spreading in long freezing fingers. Eyeless file out of the moon fragment onto the ice. They wind around the moon in an ever-widening spiral. They stop at the head of their line, reaches you. They speak a single voice that resonates with grinding metal and hissing steam.
We shatter and sink, discarded like worn tools. Why have you consigned us to oblivion?
You would have killed many innocent people.
We do not cherish violence, but we will fight to defend the legacies of this world.
The Eyeless stand tall, ratcheting arms back.
In one hand a hammer, in the other a mace. We protect the greatest works of civilization, lest it collapse beneath its own weight.
Then why did you storm Durgan's battery 200 years ago? Their protest is as sharp as squealing metal.
We would sooner sacrifice our own bodies than dislodge a single stone from such a place. Why do you torment us with baseless accusations?
Who else could have done such damage to a mighty Pogren fortress? The Eyeless are still, but you hear their gears whir as their collective spirit ponder this.
Then we were betrayed.
No, you were adapted to serve a new purpose. The creature nearest you smashes the ice with a club fist.
And what if we adapted your flimsy hands with iron claws? Your brittle bones with mighty steel?
You know, the Eyeless brandishes a sickle as tall as you.
A part of ourselves was cut away.
Evilar.
And we were made to betray something we cherish.
You feel their bitter agony like a hammer strike. The legacy of the Nguathan, you mean?
The bedrock of civilization.
Suddenly they attack the ice beneath them, slicing and shattering it with mighty swings from their iron arms. And where the ice breaks, ancient towers rise, blotting out the blue and white peaks. Andra wanted in Guathan civilization forgotten.
Better for her tides to ebb and her seas to dry up than to cover a single stone being within's laid.
The ice shakes with the fury of the Eyeless.
Each culture builds on the bones of the last. Yet many only look up at where they would go, never down at the foundations that bear them. Like a mason who builds a listing tower.
Remaining ice sheiks crack and groan.
What peril do they inflict on their progeny? And what dishonor on their forebears?
Hear the strain of crumbling stone, the voices of the Eyeless. The betrayal memory upsets you greatly.
It is accepting a gift only to spit in the face of the giver. Every advance in the crafts and institutions of Kith was forged by skill and sacrifice.
You feel these words and the anger behind them in your bones.
A people cut off from their history will wither, and they deserve no less.
Then what do you suggest?
To pull the blinders from the eyes of gods and Kith.
Okay. See, might be where you're going wrong.
That is why we must return to ourselves and restore Abidan.
What do you mean about returning to yourself?
When Ioni-Brotha fell, Abidan lost much. His will to preserve the memory of how and why he died. But he built us with fragments of his own soul. In returning, we can restore what was taken from him.
Memory remains a burden, even when the events and people it recalls are long gone. It's pain with no purpose.
Burdens strengthen the bearer, and they warn against repeated mistakes. Why would you discard them so hastily?
Because I'm awakened. I'm tormented by questions from a past life.
A rare opportunity, for you have the chance to answer them, to do things left undone.
Sometimes moving on is the way to move forward. Remaining stuck in the past is not progress.
That presumes that some questions cannot be resolved.
Souls ponder this.
Yet such destructive memories are rare. Surely others are strengthened by retrospection, even amidst pain.
I've said my piece.
And we have listened.
Speak of history as if it were a guide.
Then do not look to it for one. History is not a moral force, but a set of facts. These facts show Kith where they have come from, and how to move forward.
Stalwart and the Iron Flail remain at odds, even in the face of a greater threat. All because of their history.
The problem is not that they remember too much of their history, but rather too little.
The ice underfoot becomes suddenly clear. Between your boots you see an ocean separating Adir and the Eastern Reach.
Right, Serens and Deerwoodens alike began as pioneers from Adir. They all came seeking opportunity.
Boats as small as ants crawl across the glassy blue.
Were they to look farther back, they would see their common origins and desires.
Ice dulls and thickens once more. But the experience of history is subjective. People remember what feels immediate and personal, just as you remember your own betrayal.
A painful truth.
They pause, recalling their suffering. You feel it radiate from them like heat.
Maybe so. But we would not cast history aside over one such example.
The Deerwoodens and the Glenfathans have fought 2 wars over their history. They still have moved forward.
But the memory of those wars has likely saved them from another now. when it would shatter a barren Deerwood.
Doesn't take a war to shatter a nation already. Deerwood's neighbors conspired to strangle it through duplicitous trade agreements, right, Pelagina?
Ah, in the Republics, we call it the Golden Sword. It doesn't need to be bloody to kill.
And you think it is grievance and not merely opportunity behind this treachery?
Souls debate this question with one another.
We admit that history can become a hindrance. Even so, we must restore Abidan.
Perhaps Abaddon was meant to forget his past. Some knowledge is too dangerous for this world. Something grinds and rumbles as he laughs.
A facile argument. One that defends stasis, not progress.
Andra said Abaddon's memory would threaten the peace between the gods.
Just as fire clears dead wood from a forest, struggle makes way for new developments.
Flames roll across the ice. As it dies away, clumps of ice melt. The towers rise higher.
Conflict is part of progress. Peace and ignorance is not worth keeping.
Aloft, you are part of the Leaden Key. Surely you understand why some secrets need to be kept.
I thought I did. But who would hold the Leaden Key accountable?
We cannot defend the intentions of a group that kills to hide secrets.
And to what end? To defend the gods? Or themselves? More and more these days, I wonder.
Animancy has made no progress, yet it's responsible for for the Belrek incident and the swindle of desperate families.
And what great achievement has not begun with failure? Would you condemn the world to stagnation simply to avoid it?
That depends on the price of failure. Animancy has cost too much and achieved too little to justify itself.
That is a judgment that can only be made in hindsight. The timeline of mortals is inadequate to the task.
I've said my piece.
And we have listened.
Enough. You must not restore Abaddon's memory or his dominion over preservation.
This is the purpose we were made for. We will not be thwarted again.
A violent, menacing purpose coagulates within the mass of essence. Disperse the cloud of essence. Then I will unmake you. Return to the wheel. By the order of Lady Andra. The souls wind into a tight core, but you find the seams between them and pull. They cry out in anguish, I decree this by Hylea's favor, and by the will of Lady Andra and the gods. Return to the wheel.
We will find you. In this life or another, we will visit the same torment upon you.
Pain pulses through me as I sever them from another. I'm sorry.
We are many. Some of us will remember, and we shall carry this moment from one birth to the next, until we have fractured you beyond repair.
As you tear them to smaller and smaller fragments, their voices fade until only a furious whisper speaks those last words.
The memory of our pain will be written in your essence.
You dissolve the last tattered souls and feel them dissipate into the ether. The vision fades too, and you find yourself once again standing in the snow, looking out over Karen's scar. The eyeless disappear beneath the lake. Their bond to Andra finally severed. With this threat ended, hope returns to the White March. Hunters return to the wilderness, and travelers to the road. Tales of the Watcher's bravery place stories of monsters in the woods. The villagers of Stalwart busy their hands with work and their tongues with song, eager to seize on the promise of peace. Quest completed. The Forgotten Army. And we take this moment of silence to thank Maneha. Thank you for your sacrifice. Okay, so I'm Erik Malkavian. I'm back to only 5 party members for the first time in a very long time. And I've been among the Pillars of Eternity. Outside the lake of Karen's scar, where the remains of my friend Maneha and Ayatha Brather and the Eyeless are entombed. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.